In this module, you have already learned about the 6 basic rules for commas. In this video, I will explain some additional, I won't call them rules, but rather guidelines as described in Casagrande's Punctuation Book. In this module, we learned about the Oxford comma, that is, putting a comma before the conjunction and the last item in the series. There is an exception, however. If the style guide you are following is the Associated Press, AP, the AP rule is to omit the last comma, especially before the conjunction and. The AP rule does not apply to a series of clauses. In such case, we should always use the Oxford comma. For example, quote, the sun set, comma, the moon rose, comma, and a billion stars lit the sky. Another exception to the rule of the Oxford comma occurs if in your list you replace and with an ampersand. Do not use a comma before an ampersand. Direct addresses, including names to address a person, should be set off with commas. I don't think that anyone has a quarrel with hello, comma, Joe, or goodbye, comma, Tom, and good riddance. But a common error I see in the salutation of an email is hi, Tom, instead of hi, comma, Tom. The confusion comes from exchanging hi in informal writing from dear in formal writing. Hi, comma, Tom is direct address. Dear Tom is not direct address, so it does not call for a comma. Casagrande goes into depth about when to use a comma with quotation marks and when not to. The bottom line is simple. If the material in quotation marks is the title of a work, do not use a comma before the quotation marks. If the material in quotation marks is a quotation, then introduce the quotation with a comma. For example, we are reading, no comma, The Raven, versus I love the opening, comma, Once Upon a Midnight Dreary. The last part of Casagrande's chapter on commas focuses on more examples of what I called rule number 6 in this week's lecture. Read pages 41 to 53 carefully and focus on any problem areas that you have. Note that in some cases, not even the members of the punctuation panel agree on when a comma is needed in some of these examples.